on your hat.
All right, Matt, you ready to start?
Wee.
Wee wee. All right, this is the start of I think.
Are we recording?
I think we're recording. Okay.
Nice.
So, welcome back to Zelda Week. I'm with Matt.
Hello.
He was in Murder with Sean. He got murdered. How sad.
How sad.
He will be discussing with me Age of Calamity and Breath of the Wild 2. We're just gonna have a little kind of podcast, so you don't really have to look at the screen. It's just gonna be clips of trailers and stuff for Age of Calamity. So feel free to just listen to this if you want. And yeah, we are going to just be talking about probably mostly Age of Calamity, but also some Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. As of recording, today is what?
November
15th. It's the 15th.
Okay.
And Age of Calamity comes out on the 20th, so we have 5 days. How fun. Okay, so let's just get into it.
All right.
Who do you think was that mysterious figure at the end of that one trailer? You know, the Master Koga trailer?
Definitely either Ganon or... Well, he's definitely the bad guy, but I believe he's Ganondorf.
I also think he's Ganondorf. I've seen some people say he might be the fortune teller. Because...
See, I don't believe that's true because if you look on the back of his, uniform, shirt, cape thing, you can see the Gerudo crest. And as you all know, because you're all like diehard Zelda fans out there, Ganon is a Gerudo male. Rare, but possible. And he was cast away. That's why he's such a bad guy. And I believe that's him. That's my reasoning.
I was just playing Mario Odyssey. He got distracted there. I just want to expose Matt for a second there. But he's done, I think. All right, let's talk about the ending of Age of Calamity. All right, what do you think the ending will be? What do you think the final level will be? How it will end? Will they show the champions dying? What's that going to be?
All right, I think it's going to be probably one of the longest levels of the game, and it's going to have somewhat different parts to it. I think it's going to start out. We're going to be in like Divine Beast Va Naboris, where Thunderblight Ganon is going to be there. You're going to fight Thunderblight Ganon, and Urbosa's going to be with you. My guess is that you're going to win, but Urbosa is going to get dead. And she's going to die during the fight, and there's no way to escape that. And that triggers the whole thing, and then Zelda rushes in and says, all the champions are dead. Quick, we have to get you to the Shrine of Resurrection. Then you see Link and Zelda going to the Shrine of Resurrection. You see Link going to sleep. Then you're going to, as Zelda, go to a Kala Citadel, and that's where the final battle is going to be.
In a Kala Citadel?
At a Kala Citadel.
Okay. That's a pretty good thing. I actually forgot to give context. We've both played the demo. Matt's watched all the cutscenes. I skipped them because I want my first viewing to be in my playthrough. And so it's going to be recorded. And then also, Matt has looked at the leak with all the characters.
Yeah, I know who all the playable characters are for the game.
I haven't. I only know the champions, Zelda, Impa, and Link. That could be it for all I know. That actually could be the final roster, but Matt, don't tell me if there are any more. And then also we know that you can play as the Divine Beast. So November 15th. Any trailers after November 15th we don't know about. Just so you know. Okay. So I also want to talk. Okay, actually no. Let's give my opinion on the ending.
Yeah. What do you think the ending's gonna be?
I think the ending is going to be you are Link, right? And you're at Fort Hitano, and basically you have to fight as many guardians as you can. But you just lose. Anyway, the Guardian stream is endless, so basically you either fight for the rest of your life until you die, or, you run out of hearts and die. Because I think what's going to happen is that the final battle with Link is just going to be, unbeatable. So you lose as Link, he dies, the memory in Breath of the Wild plays. Zelda tells the people to go take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. But that's when Zelda unlocks her powers, and that's when the real awesomeness starts.
The God mode?
You go into God mode as Zelda, just devastatingly destroying all guardians on her way to Hyrule Castle. She doesn't go to Akala Citadel. I don't know why she would go to Akala Citadel. She just goes straight to Ganon, and that's when she says, I'm away, using the power of God mode.
Alright. Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Okay, so I think my Divine Beast thing with Urbosa and all the other champions' death is gonna happen. I think your possibility, your whole timeline thing, could happen as they're going to the Shrine of Resurrection. You see, like the whole Guardian death scene that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Final level is Link. I think that could happen, but I do believe that there was going to be some aspect of the final battle rather, at a Coliseum.
I just thought of this. So, obviously I don't know all the playable characters, so this could be super wrong, but I know Pura and Robbie also take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If they're playable, you could have a cool thing where you have to basically play as Pura and Robbie, run all the way to the Shrine of Resurrection, fighting off Guardians, and make sure Link doesn't, die while he's asleep. That would be a cool thing, one of the final battles. Mm-hmm. I think the final battle will be, or the final, playable section will be Zelda with all her powers unlocked. That will probably be the final playable thing. But I think one of the last ones could be Pura and Robbie, taking Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. Mm-hmm. That would be really cool. I just thought of that, actually. Okay, let's talk a little bit about... Will Divine Beasts reappear in Breath of the Wild 2?
Yes.
Okay, yes?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
Piloted, you won't be able to go into them, but they will be piloted by the spirits.
The spirits
of the champions.
This is actually our second time recording this, because the first time the audio was messed up. And the first time you said you didn't think they would be in Breath of the Wild 2.
Yes, I know.
What's the reason in changing of mind?
They didn't get destroyed when they're still there at the end of Breath of the Wild. They're not destroyed.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, in the true ending of Breath of the Wild, Zelda says, "Oh, Divine Beast Varuda stopped working. You should check it out." So maybe Breath of the Wild 2 will begin right as Breath of the Wild 1 leaves
Wait,
off.
when is that?
And after the credits, if you get all the memories. You know where Link is talking to Zelda in the true ending? She says that. And maybe it could pick up right after Breath of the Wild left off, and you have to, fix Varuda or something. But I also see... Okay, say you're Zelda, right, Matt? And
I'm a girl now.
I am in charge of all of Hyrule. And I just got back from sealing Ganon away, and I look back, everything is dead. Why is everything dead? Because of the Divine Beasts and the Guardians. If I was Zelda, I would make sure every last Guardian is destroyed, and for good measure, all the Divine Beasts as well. Because they were so easy to turn. They were good, and then they were bad. Now they're good again. What's saying they're not going to be bad again? I won't be surprised if Zelda destroys them all.
I would, because it's not like any average Joe with possessive powers could just walk up to a Divine Beast. This is Ganon we're talking about.
We know?
The great Ganon.
Well, we do see Ganondorf is going to be in Breath of the Wild too.
Yes, that was part of my reasoning in the last stream. Well, the first stream we tried to do.
Stream?
Podcast, whatever. That was part of my reasoning. If you look back at the trailers and you see the robes that the skeleton of Ganon is dressed in, you can see the same symbol that's on the Age of Calamity Ganondorf, rather.
Okay. So we're gonna keep on the topic of Divine Beasts in Breath of the Wild 2 for a minute. Say all Divine Beasts are, either the 4 Divine Beasts we know are destroyed, or they stay there, right? Do you think we'll see any new Divine Beasts that, I guess, the Hyruleans, when they were excavating them, they just, I guess, didn't manage to catch them?
Probably.
You think we'll find some new Divine Beasts? And
1 or 2. I mean, nothing too major. We do see them going underground for most of the
Breath of the Wild 2 teaser.
Yeah. And who knows? Could be under there. Plus the huge water section. I feel like there should have been some kind of underwater society with a Divine Beast of its own.
There could be. And then I guess they just didn't, it's so deep down that nobody found it.
Or it's like a secret thing you have to do with Eventide Island.
An Eventide Island thing?
Yeah.
Possible. Okay, so let's say, again, theoretically, new Divine Beast in Breath of the Wild 2. Which animal would you like to see as a Divine Beast?
Crab.
Ooh, that's actually interesting. Any reason?
It's an underwater creature, you know. That's about it.
That's about it. Okay, so last time I said I wanted a mole, like a mole Divine Beast, because we think it's gonna take place underground. It'd be cool if you could, be underground. But since I said that last time, I'm gonna come up with something different. I would love to see a jellyfish Divine Beast.
Ooh.
It would, of course,
yeah.
it would be like like you said, the whole underwater section. It could be under the water. The reason no one saw the jellyfish Divine Beast because it was so deep under. And I feel like that would be really cool. I think in creating a champion, the book
has like some kind of squid.
I think it has some weird underwater Divine Beast, and I feel like a jellyfish would be really cool.
Yeah, or some kind of like monster squid. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Or not one more thing about these Divine Beasts, the new ones that might come in Breath of the Wild too. A Korok Divine Beast.
A Korok Divine Beast. No.
Hidden under the Great Deku Tree.
I think. So each Divine Beast obviously is piloted by a different race, right? And so I think there are only like three races, I guess, but Hylians don't really count. But other than the 5 champions, there are, I think, only really 2 races I can think of in Breath of the Wild that we see that aren't a champion, which is the Sheikah.
Yiga.
The Yiga are just the Sheikah. So
are they though?
They are. So Sheikah don't have a champion, and Korok don't have a champion. I think it would be cool if there's a Korok champion in Breath of the Wild. Wouldn't that be cool?
2.
Breath of the Wild 2. So that's what I said. Yeah, I said that, obviously.
Now we can rewind the audio, because he does that sometimes. Like he says, oh yeah, I totally said that.
I said
and
that.
he didn't. Now we can just rewind the audio.
I said that. Okay. So, while we're on the topic of Breath of the Wild 2, I'm not going to talk about Divine Beasts anymore. If you look back at the Age of Calamity teaser trailer, you don't see any Sheikah technology at all. And I actually got this from Monster Maze, so...
What's that?
He's a Zelda thing.
Okay.
Zelda YouTuber. You don't see any Sheikah technology. Even when, the final shot where the Hyrule Castle comes out of the ground?
Yeah.
There should be towers there, and you don't see any towers. There's literally the Oman Ao Shrine. If you go to the same place where Breath of the Wild, if you go to the same place that the trailer shot for Breath of the Wild 2 was,
okay,
in Breath of the Wild, you will, if you compare the 2 images, you will see a shrine in one, Breath of the Wild, and no shrine in the other, Breath of the Wild 2.
Maybe you have to go back and unlock them or something.
How do you think that? The towers, they're gone. You
have to re-excavate.
You can see a tower in the background of Breath of the Wild, but not in the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser trailer. Is that just a trailer thing? Or
maybe it's just a trailer thing.
Are they just not... Is the Sheikah technology, tower shrines, the Sheikah Slate even? We don't see the Sheikah Slate at all.
Yeah, we do.
In the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser trailer.
Yeah, we do.
Where?
Zelda's holding one.
No. In the teaser trailer?
Pretty sure.
You should watch that again. Okay. Do you think they'll all be gone? How is that possible?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a liable theory.
But it's not there. It's not there.
So it could just be a trailer thing.
Calm down. Do you think they would do all that work just to remove... What's the purpose?
Because they got too lazy. They didn't want to get too far ahead.
It would be less lazy to keep them in than to remove them. Because if it's already there, it would take more work to take them out of the trailer than to just, keep them there. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Alright. Let's talk about Zelda's mother. Do you think Zelda's mother will make an appearance in Age of Calamity?
If yes, only in a memory.
Of course, Zelda's mother died when she was 6, so it would have to be like a flashback, or I haven't watched the opening cutscene.
It's not in the opening.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be, but it could be like Zelda's flashback. She's like, oh my gosh, my mom, she died.
Or maybe it was something with when you meet Urbosa. Like, hey there, little bird. I remember your mother. Let's have a nice flashback to that.
Let's have a flashback. How do you think she died?
We don't get any real information, but it would probably be like some kind of heart attack.
I think she was assassinated. I think
by who?
I bet. Like the Yiga clan, where like Ganon was like, "Hey, can you nix the woman, the queen?" And then the Yiga clan were like, "Sure," and then they went and killed Zelda's mother, but nobody knows. Because we see in one of the one side quest where you have to follow the guy, and there's in Kakariko Village.
Oh yeah.
They literally, I think the Yiga Blade Master's like, I'll kill Paya and Impa if you do a thing or something, and they're clearly okay with killing people in the upper positions of power.
Are Impa and Paya? Is Paya really an upper position?
She's like, I don't know.
She looks just like Impa. If you look back.
Yeah. Okay. How will the how do I put this? The sequelness of Breath of the Wild work? Because you put so much work into Breath of the Wild, collecting armor and weapons and stuff. Will there be a complete reset in Breath of the Wild 2? Because we see Link does have the Master Sword in the teaser trailer, so he at least keeps that. But like, will you keep your materials from the first game, or will?
No, because it's a totally different game.
Well, Minecraft Story Mode did that. They basically, the decisions you made in the first one carried over to the second one, if you played the first one. So
okay.
Do you think that if you have saved data from the first game, you have an option to bring over your weapons and armor?
No.
No? Why? What's a canonical reason?
Pokemon. Before Pokemon Bank or Home came out, go back to Red and Blue. You have Red. One guy has Red. He gets Fire Red. You can't transfer his save data from Red to Fire Red.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's a terrible example. I'm sure if you had more time, you'd come up with a better example.
Yes, I would have.
But I'm just gonna. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean, but Fire Red is a remake of Red. All right.
So Breath of the Wild 2 is a remake of Breath of the Wild 1.
It is. I don't remember there being a Ganondorf in Breath of the Wild 1.
That's because we didn't see it.
I don't remember him going into
Just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's real. That doesn't mean it's not there. Just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not there.
Okay, so you're claiming that Breath of the Wild 2 will be a remake of Breath of the Wild 1, even though...
Well, not a remake, but...
But you said it was a remake.
Remake, sequel.
Those are two completely different things. That's like saying Final Fantasy VII Remake is just a sequel to Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
That's like saying Final Fantasy VIII is a remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Because it has similar aspects.
Okay. This is just getting too confusing. Let's move on from this topic.
I think you're digging too deep into this.
You're
reading too far between the lines.
I'm just saying, Fire Red and Red.
I could have come up with a better example if you had told me about this question in advance.
I told you about this when we first recorded.
This question? No, I do not remember this question.
Red and Fire Red we're on different consoles.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild.
How do we know Breath of the Wild 2 won't be on it was Switch Pro?
Well, you'll still be able to play it on Switch.
Will we?
Okay.
What if everyone from Nintendo dies and no one remembers what the process was for Breath of the Wild 2? What if? You never know.
That's a terrible reason, but okay. Release date of Breath of the Wild 2. We already know
2021.
Okay.
2021 to 2022.
Okay. Any reason?
Yes. When did we find out about Breath of the Wild original?
June? When we find out about it?
Yeah, when did we first find out about it?
When, like when the Wii U first came out.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that was like, I was sometime around then. They're like from the start of the Wii U, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have this big Zelda game."
Oh no. When did we first see footage?
Footage. It was at the Game Awards. I think Game Awards 2015 or 2016. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's 4 years from now. Oh wait, no. When did it come out?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
2017.
So that's about 2 years. When did we first get the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser?
June 2019.
Okay, so next year would be 2 years.
So you think it's gonna be next year?
Next year or late 2020? No, early 2022.
I think it's gonna be, personally, you can disagree with me, that it will. We will get a full reveal of Breath of the Wild 2 in E3 of 2021. If we don't have E3, because we didn't have it this year, if we don't have E3 next year, they'll probably just do a Nintendo Direct, revealing it, giving it the name, the concept, more like gameplay and stuff, and then give it the release date of December or like holiday 2021, and it will be the holiday title for that. That's what I think is gonna happen. It could, yeah, of course, Nintendo's the kings of left field, so could not.
Ain't that the truth?
Could, maybe won't happen, but yeah.
Next.
All right, Baby Sidon.
We'll see him. We won't be able to.
No,
play
I'm not
this
saying. I'm not saying Baby Sidon. I'm just saying Baby Sidon in general. This is the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Indeed.
Just, he's so awesome. So
One of the best characters in the game.
I hope he's playable. I hope he is. Don't get into that. Don't get into.
He's not.
I will. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
You really thought he was playable?
I didn't think he was, but
okay, good.
It's my. He's my dream character.
Breath of the Wild 2, we may see Baby Sidon.
How?
You might go back in time.
Oh, that would be cool if time travel was in Breath of the Wild too. That would be cool. Yeah. Okay.
Any of you who have watched the cutscenes, you know, this is a little cringe. Not capping.
Cringe. Okay.
It's a little cringe.
Let's see. Okay, I think this will probably be the last thing we talk about. Breath of the Wild 2, it's gonna happen. We know it. It will eventually come out someday. Probably not tomorrow.
Hopefully
not
not.
the next day, but someday. Do you think they will make Breath of the Wild a true trilogy, disregarding Age of Calamity? Will there be a Breath of the Wild 3? A sequel to a sequel?
What did I tell you last time we tried to record?
What?
What did I tell you last time about when you asked me this same question?
It's a bit early.
Yeah, it's a bit early is an understatement. We don't even know anything about Breath of the Wild 2 other than what we've seen in the teaser. Okay. We don't know the plot, if there could even be a sequel. How do we know Link doesn't die?
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, wouldn't it be cool if we got a
it would be cool.
True Breath of the Wild
wouldn't it get
trilogy? Metroid Prime, my only defense. They're making a 4th Metroid Prime game.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do. They literally said.
How long ago was that?
2017.
3 years ago? You really think they're still holding on to that one?
Yeah, they said in the beginning of 2019 they're still working away on it.
Okay.
You think they'd reveal a major AAA? Every week, like practically every week, we hear Retro Studios, the people making them, are hiring. Why would they keep? They're hiring people who have worked on, I don't know, Halo, Halo. Shooter, first-person shooter. That's what Metroid Prime is, a first-person shooter. Do you think they're just gonna make another first-person? This is getting into Metroid Prime. This is a Zelda discussion. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying, do you think it is a possibility that we could get a 3rd Breath of the Wild game?
As of now, no.
It's not a possibility in the slightest. It will never happen.
Right now, I do not think that it will happen.
Do you think it's possible, though? Not probable.
Slim. Very slim.
Okay.
And this, we're talking at least 2025. Probably even 2026.
Yeah, 2020.
That's when we may hit that. You think I'll still care about this when I'm a freshman in college?
Maybe. You might. It's too early to call.
Maybe.
Okay, but I just think it would be cool if we had Breath of the Wild 1, 2, 3,
Definitely on the next console.
It'll be a cool trilogy of games, and then also a little spin-off title, which is Age of Calamity. I think that would just be awesome. So that's where we're gonna end the discussion. Yeah, Age of Calamity is technically a. Well, it's not a spin-off. It's just a. I don't know what the word would. Because it's canonical. It does the events of Age of Calamity do happen, but
yes.
So it's not really a spin-off, but
more of like a prequel. That's like
prequel?
kind of like a distant cousin.
It's gonna be the black sheep.
The black sheep of the Zelda family, the Breath of the Wild family.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed listening to us banter. Banter.
Yes. Casual banter.
I'm friends with this guy. He might have yelled at me. I might have yelled at him, but don't worry, we're friends.
Yeah.
That's what friends do. Yell at each other. So yeah. I hope you stick around for some more Zelda Week, and have a good
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's what I was okay. And
hit that notification.
Hit the bell. All right. Good night.